Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, thanks for dropping in. Now today I'm going to do a really fun tutorial with you guys, which is stick tricks. Now this is something I like to work on a lot with my students because I'm a great believer in showmanship, stage presence, that sort of thing when you're doing a live performance. The audience pays money and goes to see a show because they want to see a live performance. Otherwise, if they just want to hear the music, they just watch it on YouTube at home, watch music videos, that sort of thing. They go to a performance because they want to see a show from the performers. Okay, so what I'm going to do with you guys today is I'm going to do some stick tricks. Now it's very important to make sure that you take safety into consideration with this. Okay, if you're quite young, I recommend doing this with in fact don't recommend, make sure that you do this with like a parent with you or a responsible adult to make sure that they're aware of all the safety things that you should be doing when you're trying to do these stick tricks. Okay, we don't want any sore faces or anything like that from throwing the stick wrong. Okay, so what the first trick I'm going to teach you is going to be called a half flip. It's called a half flip because what we're going to do is we're going to throw the stick up. Okay, if you can see that there, you can see that the tip is facing the top at the moment and I'm holding the stick at the other end. Okay, so what's going to happen, it's called a half flip because it's going to do half of a flip. So I'm going to throw it up, it's going to flip in the air, half of it, and it's going to come back down, and now I'm holding it at the other end where the tip is. Okay, now taking these safety things into consideration, it's very important to always be looking at the stick. Okay, so if I'm not looking at the camera, it's because I'm watching what the stick's doing. Okay, what you don't want to happen, you don't want to kind of throw the stick upwards and then towards yourself at the same time like that. I'm not going to actually demonstrate what would happen because that would hurt. That's not good. Also, if you're not watching the stick, it could drop on the floor, which is also not a good thing when you're in the middle of a performance. So yeah, always make sure that you're watching what your drumstick is doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw the stick up nice and gentle. Okay, you don't want to throw it really high into the air because then you'll be kind of looking for it and it's going to do more than half flip as well. So I'm just going to chuck it up gently and catch it at the other end. Okay, so remember, I'm always going to be watching what the stick's doing. Okay, so straight up and down like that. I'm just catching it at the opposite end each time. Now what you'll notice is that if you turn the volume up a little bit, if you can't already hear it, you'll hear the sound of the stick coming back down into my hand, like that when it lands. Okay, just listen closely again. You hear that? Okay, now just as timing is important with whatever you're playing on the drums, whether you're hitting a cymbal or a drum or something like that, it's also important to time your tricks right as well so that it works into the mix and it doesn't throw your playing off or it doesn't look wrong. So what you want to do, even count if it helps you do this. Okay, all you're going to do is you're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, making sure that all the impact sounds are equally spaced apart from each other. Okay, so what we're going to do now, everybody has a strong hand and a weak hand. Okay, with me, my strong hand is my right hand. Okay, it is important to work your weak hand a lot so that you can keep everything nice and even, but you'll still always have a strong hand and a weak hand. So what we're going to try and do now is we're going to try and do the same trick, the half flip again, but we're going to try it with your left hand. Okay, so what I'm going to do, again, remember, I'm watching the stick to make sure that everything's nice and safe. I know where the stick's going, it's not going to hit me in the face or it's not going to drop on the floor. Okay, so I'm always watching it. This is going to be very awkward if I drop the stick now because I'm going to have to restart. Okay, so it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome, fantastic. Okay, so what we're going to try and do now, I'm going to get both sticks, one in each hand, and we're going to try and alternate. Okay, we're going to go for the right hand, then the left hand, the right hand, left hand, and so on. Okay, again, if that counting helps you as you're doing it, do that, but always, 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 again, make sure that you're watching what the stick's doing, okay? Just nice gentle throws. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Okay, now for those of you that are feeling particularly brave, and I'm really worried about this because I do not want to make a mistake on this, because we are now, what, 5 minutes, 40 seconds into the video, and I do not want to restart this. We're going to try and throw both sticks at the same time. Now, quite often, if I was going to do this trick, I'd like to do it when I'm doing like a lot of metal playing, if I'm doing a lot of double bass pedal, that sort of thing. If I'm running really fast on the spot with my double bass pedals, I'd chuck both sticks up in the air and try and catch them at the same time. Now, it's no different. We're still only doing half flips, so you're chucking both at the same time and catching at the opposite ends. Again, make sure that it's just nice gentle throws and you're always watching the sticks. I cannot reinforce that enough, guys. Always watch the sticks. Okay, so what we're going to do, just nice. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome, we made it. Okay, so now what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and work the two into the mix. Now, what you'll notice is that when I'm doing one at a time, it will seem faster. Okay, that's because I can fill up each gap with another stick throw. But when you're doing both at the same time, obviously both sticks are in the air, so you can't be throwing another one during that time. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with some half flips, just one hand at a time like that. Remember, watch those sticks. Okay, just nice and gentle. Don't throw them too high, and don't throw them towards yourself. Just nice and relaxed. Remember to breathe while you're doing this as well, guys. Breathing is so important because that in itself is a rhythm. Okay, it just keeps you relaxed and keeps things ticking over nice and smoothly. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to doing both sticks at the same time, which will, like I was saying, appear at half the speed, like this. Back to halves again, one at a time. Epic. Okay, so I hope you guys have enjoyed that tutorial. Give that a go if you've got a pair of drumsticks. Even if you haven't and you want to kind of learn some stick tricks because you want to learn to play the drums eventually, just get yourselves a pair of sticks if you can. They don't cost that much money really. Just have a look on Amazon, just get a cheap pair of sticks. You don't need anything fancy or anything like that, just basic pair of drumsticks. And just give this a go yourselves. It's actually really, really good fun, especially when you can work it into your playing as well. I love doing it, students really enjoy doing it, and then when you can do it live, man, the audience will go mad for it. They will absolutely love it. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. Remember, make sure that you've got an adult with you if you're quite young. Make sure you've got an adult with you to make sure that you take all these safety things into consideration. Don't try and be brave or anything like that, because it is important to take safety into consideration. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Remember to give the video a thumbs up. Even if you want, I'd love it if you could drop in the comments like what your progress is. That would be really, really cool. If you look on the Drumming School Facebook page, which I'll leave a link in the description, feel free to send maybe some video clips or something of you trying to work these tricks in. I'd love to see those. If you have any questions or anything like that, fire those over. yeah, and do us a favour, I'd really appreciate it, and the students would really appreciate it as well. If you could drop us a subscribe as well, that would be really, really awesome of you guys. Okay, so thanks very much. Watch out for the next video where we'll be working these stick tricks into our actual playing while we're drumming at the same time. And yeah, let's have some fun. Right, thanks very much guys. Bye.